Imagine your identity as a living canvas, not a rigid blueprint. Unlike engineers who follow precise formulas and fixed structures, artists embrace fluidity, creativity, and evolution. Designing your identity like an artist means giving yourself permission to experiment, reshape, and express your unique essence without constraints. It's about crafting a life that feels authentic and vibrant, rather than fitting into predefined roles or expectations. In this way, your identity becomes a masterpiece in progress, bold, dynamic, and deeply yours. Today we will talk about why you should design your identity like an artist, not an engineer. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The engineer's blueprint versus the artist's canvas. In a world obsessed with optimization, efficiency, and quantifiable results, the dominant paradigm for personal development often mirrors the mindset of an engineer. We are encouraged to build our lives with blueprints, logical steps, and predictable outcomes. We define our goals, map out the career path, and meticulously construct a persona that is designed for success. This approach, while seemingly pragmatic, can often lead to a rigid and unfulfilling existence. It treats the self as a machine to be optimized, a system to be debugged, and a structure to be built from the ground up with predefined materials and a clear end product. An engineer seeks certainty, control, and a final product that adheres to the specifications. They operate within a framework of known variables and seek to eliminate all uncertainties. They are excellent at creating something that works, that is predictable, and that serves a defined purpose. This is the mindset behind a carefully curated LinkedIn profile, a 5-year career plan, and a list of New Year's resolutions that are all about self-improvement through structured effort. 2. Embracing uncertainty and creative intuition. An artist, on the other hand, approaches their work with a fundamentally different philosophy. They begin not with a blueprint, but with a blank canvas or a lump of clay. Their process is one of exploration, intuition, and discovery. They do not know exactly what the final piece will look like. They are guided by a feeling, a fleeting idea, and a deep-seated curiosity. This artistic mindset embraces uncertainty, viewing it not as a problem to be solved, but as a source of creative potential. They are not afraid to make a mess, to scrap an entire project, or to take a sudden, unexpected turn in their work. This is the kind of mindset that allows for genuine growth and personal evolution. An artist's identity is not a finished product. It is an ongoing performance, a continuous work in progress. They are always experimenting with new mediums, new techniques, and new forms of expression. They understand that the self is not a fixed entity, but a dynamic process, shaped by experience, reflection, and creative impulse. Designing your identity like an artist means being open to change, embracing your quirks, and allowing your true self to emerge organically, rather than forcing it into a predetermined mold. 3. The problem with predefined success. The engineering approach to identity often leads to a life that looks successful on paper, but feels hollow inside. This is because the metrics of success are often externally imposed. We strive for a certain job title, a specific salary, a particular type of home, or a certain level of social status. We're building a life that others will admire, rather than one that we will genuinely enjoy. The blueprint is designed by society, and we are simply following the instructions. This can lead to a feeling of being a fraud, of living a life that is not truly our own. We might reach the pinnacle of our carefully constructed career, only to realize that it brings no real satisfaction. This is the classic midlife crisis, the moment when the engineered identity breaks down and the suppressed artistic self demands to be heard. The rigid structure of the engineered identity leaves no room for the unexpected passions, the quiet desires, or the profound changes that are a natural part of human life. It's a fragile construction that can shatter under the weight of an unexpected life event or a sudden shift in perspective. 4. The power of self-expression and authenticity. Artists are driven by a need for self-expression. Their work is a reflection of their inner world, their beliefs, their emotions, and their unique perspective. When you design your identity like an artist, you are moving away from the need to conform and towards the power of authenticity. You are not trying to build a persona that will be accepted or approved of. You are creating a self that is true to who you are at your core. This is a process of deep introspection and courage. It requires you to listen to your inner voice, to honor your values, and to pursue the things that bring you genuine joy, regardless of whether they fit into a conventional life plan. An artistic identity is not about being perfect, it's about being real. It embraces your flaws, your contradictions, and the messy, beautiful complexities of being human. 5. Iteration and the art of reinvention. An engineer's project has a defined beginning and end. Once the bridge is built, the work is done. An artist's work, however, is a continuous process of iteration and reinvention. A painting might be reworked for years, a sculptor might return to a piece to add new elements, and a writer is always revising their draft. This is a powerful metaphor for personal development. Designing your identity like an artist means understanding that you are never finished. You are always in a state of becoming. You have the freedom to reinvent yourself at any point, to explore new interests, to change your mind, and to start over. This mindset frees you from the pressure of making the right decision and allows you to experiment with different versions of yourself. It allows for the kind of profound growth that comes from learning from your mistakes, from being open to new experiences, and from continually questioning who you are and who you want to be. 6. The beauty of imperfection and the wabi-sabi of the self. The engineering approach to identity seeks perfection. It aims for a flawless resume, an impeccable social media presence, and a life that looks perfectly put together. This pursuit of perfection is not only exhausting but also a lie. Life is messy, and so are we. The artistic mindset, in contrast, finds beauty in imperfection. The Japanese aesthetic of wabi-sabi celebrates the beauty of things that are imperfect, impermanent, and incomplete. It sees the beauty in a chipped teacup, the faded color of an old photograph, and the wrinkles on an aging face. When you design your identity like an artist, you learn to appreciate your own wabi-sabi. You understand that your flaws, your failures, and your scars are not things to be hidden or fixed. They are a part of your unique story. They are the brushstrokes that give your life character and depth. This acceptance of imperfection is a profound act of self-love and a key to living a truly authentic and meaningful life. 7. The collaboration of self and experience. An engineer works with a set of materials and a clear plan. An artist, however, enters into a collaboration with their medium. A sculptor doesn't just impose their will on the clay, they work with its texture, its resistance, and its natural form. Similarly, an artistic approach to identity is a collaboration between the self and the world. It's a continuous dialogue between your inner desires and the external experiences that shape you. You don't just build a life from a static plan. You co-create it with the people you meet, the places you go, and the challenges you face. This collaborative mindset makes you more adaptable, more resilient, and more open to the serendipity of life. You are not a passive recipient of external events. You are an active participant in the creation of your own reality. This mindset invites growth, authenticity, and joy, turning the journey of self-discovery into a vibrant work of art that's uniquely yours. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.